Now more than ever, are people sick
Mentally,
and physically, depressed,
anxious, lost, lacking confidence, in every way unhealthy. The average modern lifestyle does not support health and well-being.
so if you want to thrive in the modern world, you have to be different. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the first time watching me. My name is Sam Hardy. This video, I'm just going to strictly be talking about my coaching. My coaching is one-on-one custom fitness and diet coaching for young to mid-aged men that want to get ripped, get their best physique, but optimize their health by doing higher intensity weight training and all natural animal-based diet. That's my coaching. So if that sounds like something you're interested in, then stick around for this video. So in this video, I'm going to describe a little backstory about me, why I preach and why I teach what I do. And then I want to also provide 2 examples from my coaching and describing them a little bit. Just transforming my diet and just transforming my training, just those 2 things has honestly completely changed my life for the better. Just those 2 things have either directly changed something for the better or was the best starting point for changing something. I was always really average. Like I never did or like me as a person, I never really did or was anything that was an extreme outlier. I lived a completely normal modern lifestyle, but I also noticed as I got older, I started to have like normal symptoms. Things becoming duller, lower energy. I didn't really have that lust for life. I didn't feel extremely healthy. I just felt completely normal. And I felt like I didn't have any excitement or energy or spark in any area really much. It was just very middle of the road. And these quote unquote normal, which are really negative symptoms, arise from living a normal, average modern lifestyle, which doesn't support health or well being. So, first thing is the diet. What I like to teach and what I use personally is an animal based, all natural diet: meat, red meat, fruit, real plants, real bread, lots of single ingredient foods, things like that, not eliminating any one thing particular besides anything that is processed. And the main focus on really cutting out all the processed stuff. I used to be with health, from a health standpoint, I used to be pretty lenient with my diet as I first started getting into the gym. But one thing I noticed is that, or one thing I was really good at, was I was really good at nailing my macros, getting my protein, getting my calories, all that stuff. Like the numbers, I was really good at, and I actually had really good discipline. I made pretty good gains. I made decent gains from that. But from a health point, I was eating decent, like pretty good, pretty like honestly better than average. I was eating pretty healthy just because I was lucky enough and fortunate enough to have a family that made a lot of homemade stuff and healthy foods relative to what is like in a normal diet. But I noticed something, and honestly something very very fast, when I completely, obviously I still was good with my macros, still good with my numbers, but I completely transformed the health part, making it all health with obviously few exceptions throughout the year, but really focusing on the health part, on the quality of food, cutting out all seed oils, preservatives, dyes, anything synthetic, because I didn't realize how poisonous this all is, even though people are so lenient with it. We don't think in the moment, it doesn't feel like it's harming us, but it really does. And I noticed very quickly when I changed off of this. Crazy energy boost, gaining muscle way quicker than I was. Even though I was nailing my macros, fueling my body with the optimal fuel, really fueling my body with what it really wants, I gained muscle a lot quicker, much higher testosterone, once again, much healthier, bodily functions way better, better hormones, which affect your muscle gains and your physique and your health, and a lot happier and less sick often. So I realized that changing and reinventing my diet completely altered and changed me physically and mentally. Processed foods disrupt your hormones, they disrupt your bodily functions, they disrupt how your organs work. They literally make you more sick and depressed. And when you're eating real foods, animal-based foods, foods that we're meant to eat, I've realized it's so hard to overeat in comparison to eating like chips, snack foods. It's so easy to cram in hundreds of more calories, but it's so hard to overeat. It's so hard to eat unhealthy amounts. It's really easy to be satiated and eat the proper amount so you can be healthier and better your body. So in all, my diet, animal-based food, real foods, and realizing how poisonous regular average food is. Now my training. I used to be Mr. 5 million sets per workout. I was completely sold on the idea that you had to do more to grow more, and that was the answer to getting the body I wanted. But I realized pretty quickly that staying 3 hours at the gym was not my favorite thing. I love the gym. I love going consistently. I love really training hard, but I don't pretty much ever want to do a 2.5 to 3 hour workout. It caused a lot of stress because I wanted to get big. I wanted to maximize my gains, but I really did not like spending as much time as I did. So about 2 years into my training, I started to learn about higher intensity, lower volume styles of training. I tried it and I've never gone back since. With the two main focuses being tracking your workouts and training with that intensity. And it was completely game changing. I get more gains, more strength, much quicker, a lot more fun, way simpler. And I also got a discipline and I learned how to actually train to failure, learning how to really push myself, learning how to really push my body, and having that mental benefit to it as well. And as well, training with really high intensity has been shown with having a good, healthy heart and boosting your testosterone. Higher intensity, lower volume training didn't just give me better results pretty much in every single way, like more hypertrophy, better strength. It didn't just give me better results, but it also was really easy to fit into a busy schedule. It's really easy to fit a higher intensity, lower volume training within a busy schedule. So for some people, that may just be simply more realistic and it can give you better results. So overall, I do think lower volume, higher intensity training is honestly better in every single way. Again, on the simplicity of it, it is so easy and stress relieving and awesome to track higher intensity workouts when you're training, and you can understand real progressive overload, which is so much simpler than people think. Doing more volume every workout or doing an extra thing, that's not progressive overload. Progressive overload is an adaptation that you get from your previous session by getting a little bit stronger, having your muscles become more adapt to that weight. And with higher intensity, lower volume training, it's super easy to just track your exercise, the weight, and the reps. And once every week, you can get that extra rep and then eventually get a little more weight. And that is how you can actually see that you're getting bigger, stronger, making progress. It's so straightforward and it takes away so much stress because you can simply see the progress right in front of you. And as well, I feel like it really teaches you that consistency matters. It's really showing up consistently and training hard that really matters. So to kind of sum this all up, my belief is that health optimization and a better physique really go hand in hand. Fueling your body with real health foods, training hard, simple, and effective completely transform your body and your mind. And that's my whole blueprint. That's my outline that we focus on and we really go hard on. And now I'm going to break down two examples because I want you guys to see real results that happen.
So I'm going to just briefly break down two examples of clients that I've trained. So my first client started with less muscle and less strength, was not used to going to the gym. That's just not how he started out of the gate. So, but he was lean enough. He was pretty decently lean. So in the beginning, we focused on a lot of simple compound movements to build up strength for the long game. Because he was new, getting used to just picking up a weight and putting it down and building up your core, building up all those muscles that when you're brand new are very weak. So very simple exercises to really increase strength. And then over time, as you got stronger, better, got used to lifting, switched over to more hypertrophy based, and then took off from there. He played a ton of sports, throughout the year. So depending on the time of the year, we had either a good amount of time, a lot of time, or not a lot of time at all, and we had to work around that. So when we had less time, we would do more body parts and less sessions per week because we couldn't fit in as many days of the week. So we would do less exercises per muscle group so we could actually fit in all the muscle groups while maintaining a good enough intensity, still growed like crazy. When we had more time, we made it a little easier. We took up more days of the week while still making it quick sessions that weren't dragging on. With the diet, we lean bulked, and again, we switched his diet to an animal-based diet, which was an awesome change. He realized how much better performance he got, better results he got from having truly optimizing his health, as well as actually hitting his numbers for getting into a calorie surplus. We completely transformed his training and his diet. And honestly, the journey continues, and we just continue to adapt as he adapts and just keep getting better from there. Now, my second client, out of the gate, was stronger and more muscular, but had higher body fat and did not have great eating habits. Diet's the main driver. The single most important thing about getting your body to change is the catalyst to being able to change is your diet. So we switched to an animal-based diet, eating much better food, training a lot harder to continue muscle growth, getting the actual sculpting the body that he wanted. And we did a calorie deficit. When we switched to an animal-based diet, it was much easier, much more full. Nobody was going hungry, but we're simply just leaning out. Everything felt good. Everything went very smooth. Really focus on the quality food, ensuring that we're eating that quality food, cutting out all the processed garbage, tracking the training and the diet, hitting the deficit. Really about just applying the knowledge. It's not crazy complicated, but it's really about correctly applying it specific to the person because everybody's different. So of course it's never going to look the same for everybody. So we just apply it correctly to the person, and the journey continues. Of course, we always keep progressing, but they have completely transformed themselves, gotten much leaner, much healthier, much better physique, and both of these guys have changed their lives for the better. And that's all I want to do. That's the goal. So that's all I got for you guys today. So if you guys are interested in my coaching, I'm going to leave a link in the description to my Instagram. All you guys got to do is just DM me there. And either way, thank you very much for watching the video. I very much appreciate it. Once again, I'll leave a link down below to my Instagram. I hope you guys have the healthiest, most fulfilled life that you can. And I'll see you guys on the next one.